We have an interesting little conflict in Jewish prayer. I'd like to share it with you today. Shalom, my friends. Yes, we have a conflict in Jewish prayer. I don't know if it exists in other religions or not. It would really depend on whether or not a religion has a fixed liturgy, as Judaism does. The problem is the tension between the fixed liturgy, the prayers printed here in the prayer book, versus spontaneous prayer, prayer that just comes from your heart. One of the questions I'm asked most frequently as a rabbi is there a prayer for the following thing? And that question always means, is there a prayer in here, in the prayer book, for that particular thing? There may be or there may not be. Fixed prayer has its advantages and its disadvantages. Regularity is one of its advantages. We pray 3 times a day, every day. The service is the same, the morning service, afternoon, evening. The problem is that if you say those services every day for many, many years, you can't help but memorize most of it. I've got the whole afternoon and evening services memorized. The morning service is kind of long, but I know big chunks of it by heart. Not that you're supposed to pray by heart. It's another story. Point is this, my friends. The recitation of the fixed liturgy can become mechanical because you know it so well. It's ironic, but yes, familiarity with the prayers can make your prayers less of what you want them to be, more mechanical, more rote. Contrast this with the prophet Jeremiah, who said in the book of Lamentations, "Pour out your heart like water before God." That's the ideal prayer to Jeremiah, spilling your heart out to God. That's spontaneous prayer. And that has its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages. It tends to occur infrequently, certainly not regularly. It's usually in response to some sort of crisis, and it's usually narrowly focused. God, please heal my loved one. The fixed liturgy, on the other hand, in the Jewish prayer book, never contains the word I or me. It's always us or we, not God, heal my loved one, but God, please send healing to those who are ill. That's the difference. Is there a prayer for a given subject? There certainly is, and you already know it. If you are feeling like you want to pray about something, take what's in your heart, pour it out to God. That, my friends, is every bit as legitimate as a prayer that comes out of a printed prayer book. If you are enjoying these little videos, you can really help the channel by subscribing to it, and you do that by clicking on my face right over there. If you'd like to see the last video I released, click on its icon right over there. As ever, until next time, Shabbat Shalom.